Hey guys, Haas with Haas Games and Cards, and I hope you're all doing awesome because you all deserve it. What do we got going on today? Well, first of all, the thing we talk about every single video is we are trying to give away this Prismatic Evolutions Pokemon Center exclusive ETB. We'll put the video for this giveaway in the link of this video's description, but essentially we're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers by May 25th. So that's a lot of work for you guys because you guys need to put in some work, share the giveaway video that we'll have linked below. You need to share that video and then like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff to enter in, but we're not going to give this away unless we hit that 10k. If we don't hit the 10k, we'll still give something really cool away. It just won't be this. This thing's over 300 bucks now, coming up probably closer to 400. So, I mean, if we're going to give away something this big, then you guys do have to put in a little work for it. But hopefully we can give it away. I really want to. I think it would be a lot of fun to give it away and have one of you guys get it, because I know it's a harder product to get. They're way expensive. Ordering them from the Pokemon Center website was a nightmare, and they never did a restock. Usually on the release day of a product, they drop more of the ETBs, and they never did. I don't know when the second wave of Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs are coming out. So who knows? That might have been the only wave that happened, and that was it. So that's going to be crazy. Then also, we did just recently finish up our sell with Surging Sparks booster bundles. We had a good sell on them going on. They sold out. Thank you for everyone who purchased. Definitely appreciate it. We're going to be getting some more back. We have some in transit. They're just not here yet. I was hoping they'd be here this weekend, but they didn't quite make it in time. So we'll post more up for sale later. But if you feel like in supporting us other ways, you can pay basically a slightly overpriced booster pack price to either get a booster pack for our mystery product here, or we have tons of slabs, sealed product, booster boxes, and we added in Prismatic Evolutions products as well. So check that out. We don't have a Patreon or anything, so this is the best way to support us if you so desire. What are we talking about tonight? Journey Together. Oh my goodness. Journey Together. So I guess we'll start with Pokemon said, hey, don't worry guys, don't worry. We're pumping up the printing. We saw what Prismatic did. We're pumping up the printing. Don't you worry. It's going to be amazing with this increased printing. And everybody has been hinging on this. Everyone's been like, don't buy things. Just wait for the reprints. Just wait for this. Just wait for that. And you know what? Prismatic has not hit distro. And if it has, it's not a reprint. It's stock that they have been holding back. And now we're selling to stores at almost market price. So no reprints, no extra stock, and of course they're selling it well above MSRP to stores. So Prismatic Evolutions, the price is not going to change, or it's not going to get printed so hard that the current value is going to drop on it. That value is here to stay until they print it into the ground. But when do they have time to do that? Because there's so many sets that need to be printed. So many sets. So we have Journey Together coming up. You would hope and think, oh man, you know, everything's been going wild. Hopefully Pokemon's turned up the printing. They saw what happened with Prismatic. Hopefully they really pump up the printing for this set. It sold very well in Japanese, and was very expensive out of the gate in Japanese. In Japanese, it was well over $100 a booster box when it first came out. And so you'd hope Pokemon would be like, we learned from Surging Sparks, we learned from Prismatic. Now we know we really need to pump it up for our future sets like Journey Together. They're like, you'd think that's what they'd think, right? I'm going to tell you, that this is going to be worse than Prismatic by far.
Feel wronged by things that people tell you.
I got my allocation numbers back, and I am only getting 2 booster box cases, 7 ETBs, and 7 booster bundles, which is nuts. Before Surging Sparks, I could literally order as many cases as I wanted of anything that was currently out. I could just go to town, booster box cases weren't a problem, sleeve cases weren't a problem, anything like that. And Surging Sparks, I still got a really good amount of product. For Surging Sparks, I got a super good amount of product and every type of product. And now for Journey Together, my pre-order allocations are abysmal. It is so bad. No sleeve packs, not even a full case of bundles, and not even a full case of ETBs. When before, I was getting many cases of whatever I wanted, and it was not a problem at all.
Like all I feel is rage and frustration.
So, yeah. So Pokemon has not learned. Pokemon has not ramped up printing. I know they sent out that special heartfelt warming message to everybody saying that they're ramping up printing. No.
Thing for me are the side effects, mostly the psychological ones, specifically reduction in fluid intelligence.
No, I think they just kind of said that, and I'm sure there'll be restocks. But if you guys watched my last video on why a lot of sets aren't going to go back down to MSRP, even if they do reprints. Every time any kind of restock happens with distro, whether it's 151, Surging Sparks, or whatever it is, they sell whatever product they put out to my store or local stores, because I talked to my local stores about this too. They get the same deal. They put them very close to market price. They put all the products that they let us buy currently on a restock at market price. So on a release item for initial allocations, we get whatever normal pricing we get, right? But then for anything else that comes out, it is matching market price. So that's why market price is not budging, and that's why it keeps on staying where it's at. And people are sitting there freaking out, being like, MSRP, we want MSRP. And they blame the stores, they blame everything but distro. And it's like, distro's causing this. For one, Pokemon not printing enough is a huge issue. And then distro's selling at market price when what this tells me is any restock they get isn't a reprint. All they did is let out just a little bit of product for the initial release, and then come back later when market price is up and says, oh, we have a restock, and then says you can buy, and then they let you buy whatever the restock is, and it ends up being very close to market price. And so that keeps kicking up the price. I think that's very dirty of distro to do. And to be honest, when I could very regularly get product, to get cases, get whatever I wanted, I sold it well below MSRP. I was hooking people up with really good case prices for sure. Because I was able to, with my current setup, it worked, it made sense. And so I was able to, well after release, get restocks, get whatever I needed, get it out to people, and I kept it under MSRP easy and hooked up a lot of people with a lot of good product. And now we can't do that. We can't do that, and it's because distro's not allowing it. They're upping the price on everything. I mean, the UPCs I just recently got for 151, it's like, well, they haven't reprinted that for a minute, so you've just been holding these, waiting for it to hit almost $300 market, and now you're selling it to me for almost $300 market, which means I have to sell them for over $300 market. I don't know. It's just crazy. It makes no sense. But people keep buying it, and you'd think distro would want, I don't know, they're making a ton of money right now. They don't care, I'm sure. But you think Pokemon would kind of talk to all the distros and be like, hey, you know what? We need to The pricing's crazy right now. The scalping's crazy. We need to really try to do some stuff for the consumers and try to help them out a little bit. Obviously not. So, yeah, I get it, guys. I hear a lot of people complaining, and I hear a lot of people going crazy, and I hear it. I hear it all day. I hear it all freaking day. I see it in all the Facebook groups. I see it in all the Pokemon Discords and selling pages and stuff like that. People, every time they see someone selling something for market price, they freak out, especially if it's prismatic. But if you can't walk into a store and regularly get it anytime you want it, then at market price is valid. But a lot of this has to do with how distro's handling things. I can guarantee they have even more stock of it hidden up, and they're just waiting. They just slowly leak it out and do it at market price. It blows my mind. I've never seen anything quite like it lately. And like I said before, Surging Sparks, I could get anything I wanted. Anything I wanted, anytime, easy. So, yeah, I don't know, guys. This is going to be a nightmare. This is going to be a nightmare because I know I'm getting bad allocations. I know all the local stores that I'm friends with, they're getting terrible allocations too. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. And like I said, Pokemon's upping their printing, except it's really down for this. It's really down. And it makes me worry because, like, this set I don't even really care too much about. I know a lot of other people do. A lot of people love the trainers with the Pokemon and stuff like that. I think it's cool, but it's not what I really care about. I'm not much of a trainer card collector. I could care less for the most part. What I really do want, especially since it has Mewtwo in it, and I love Mewtwo and I have a Mewtwo collection, I'm really worried about the Rocket set. So if they can't get the printing amount correct for Journey Together, what makes people think that they're going to get the printing amount correct for the Rocket set? What I'm hoping, I don't know, guys. What I'm hoping is they shortchange Surging Sparks, shortchange Prismatic, shortchange Journey Together, and they're just really focusing on printing a Rocket set and just gonna go to town on that, so there's plenty of availability for all the stores. In a perfect world, that's what would be happening. Is it probably happening though? Probably not. Probably not. With how Prismatic was handled and how it's been getting worse and worse since Surging Sparks, and now we're hitting Journey Together and it's absolute horseshit. And sorry, I try not to swear too much in my videos, but absolute horseshit is the correct terminology for this situation, I think. It's not looking good. It is not looking good. No amount of increased printing. I mean, they have so many sets to reprint at this point, right? They have Twilight, Paradox, Temporal. They already did a Paldea Evolved reprint, and that didn't do anything. In fact, Paldea Evolved's more expensive than anything else out there right now. There's just so many sets to reprint, and I forgot all the ones I even just listed, but and Surging Sparks and Prismatic already needs reprints too. There's so many sets to reprint that to realistically think they're going to be able to do all those reprints and catch up to, let's see, be right back, my baby's crying, 1 second. Sorry about that. Baby was crying, had to go handle it. Lost my train of thought, don't know where we left off. But with all the sets that they have to catch up on, and all the newer sets having very crappy allocation, if you are thinking, or if Pokemon is thinking, that they're going to be able to print enough of the newer sets and do all these reprints, everyone's delusional at that point. They are not correct. You are not correct at all. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. How are your pre-orders with Prismatic going? So I will be doing pre-orders on the very small amount of stuff I'm getting. I will be doing pre-orders. I'm not going to do it yet. Going to wait till closer to release, so that way if there's any unexpected changes, I will know. And once I know Like, everything's solid right now, but the paranoid version of me is just like, you know what? Just wait a second. It's going to get sold anyways. Just wait. Make sure there's no crazy last second changes, which they never have done to me. Once they give me my given amount, they haven't done any crazy changes. I did request more than what they promised, but I used to be able to get more, but but based off of Prismatic and some other things, when I asked for more, I definitely didn't get it. So we'll see. There's even some smaller items, like smaller product items that aren't even crazy, or like that shouldn't even matter, and I should be able to order as much as I want, but like the Hops EX box coming out and some other products like that, I'm like, yeah, give me cases of that. You know what? I can't get booster boxes, can't get sleeve cases. The Hops box, I will, order cases on cases of that, so I at least have some cool packs to sell or something. And they're like, you can have 6. You can have 6. And I asked for way more than 6, of course. Way more than 6. So it's just kind of a kick in the face, They're just like, yeah, you know what? Even the crappy products that nobody usually even likes to get, you're not going to get it. You are not going to get it. So a little rough, especially since I've been diving in money like crazy to the distros. They just don't care. They just don't care at this point. And they're gonna keep on selling stuff well at market price for all the stores. So let's take a look where we're at with Journey Together. Initially, it was over $200. It looks like we got up to like $243, and then we took a sharp dive down. Took a very sharp dive down. So very regularly, it is selling for $196 a box. $196, $197. Market price is that $196. Looks like about 37 are sold every day. Okay, cat. That was cool. Not really. But if you look, there's only 2 pages of listings, and there's not a ton. Once you get past like this little wall of booster boxes here, very quickly it's going to go back above $200. Second page gets you almost closer to $300. So yes, the price of this did dip down, but I very much so foresee this spiking back up. It's definitely going to spike back up. So don't count on it being cheap anytime soon. If you are looking at this as an investment, obviously $196 is not terrible, because you're going to expect it to go up past that in 5 to 10 years. So from an investment standpoint, sure, whatever, take the L, but it will end up making money later. My cats are... They found a box. They're very happy about that box. Sorry guys. My cats are... Jade. Hey. We can't stop her. I'll try to end the video soon so you don't have to hear that scratching in that box like crazy. So anyways, but if you're just doing it to rip packs, totally a terrible price. Very much so a terrible price, and I don't think it's going to get any better. And we're going to see the Rocket set come out, and I think it's going to be terrible too. I think it's going to be terrible, and even Japanese prices are kind of showing this as well. I mean, if we look at Battle Partners, that was well over $100 a booster box on release. It's dropped down to about 88, but for a basic Japanese set, that's pretty high. I've been getting quotes for Heatwave Arena, which is going to be the first half of the Rocket set in Japanese. That is already over $100 a box easy if I were to buy it, and then I'd have to resell it. So Japanese vendors are doing terrible on that. And then I've been quoted 300,000 to 400,000 yen, which is well over $200 a box, for the Glory of Team Rocket set coming out in Japanese. So nothing's gonna get cheap. nothing's going to get cheap, nothing's going to be easy to get, and it's going to be a rough handful of months. It's not going to be easy. Prices are going to suck. Availability is going to suck. I'm not even going to touch the Japanese booster boxes until the prices go down, and that's if they go down. The Team Rocket set, sorry, it's super late. I'm like on the verge of yawning. But the Team Rocket set, who knows if that will go down. You know, I may be a fool for not buying it over $200 a box right now. I just don't want to play that game right now. I'd rather just wait, see if it goes down, and if we miss out, we miss out. But it's just way too volatile right now. English or Japanese, it's rough. Super, super rough, my friends. But stick it out. It's going to be fun. You know, if there's some sets we miss out on, there's some sets we miss out on. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you find good opportunities, take them. I saw that GameStop is no longer doing pre-orders, so don't rely on that anymore. It's going to be wild. I feel like Pokemon and Distro need to have a come to Jesus and figure some shit out. Because I want to get back to selling stuff for cheap. That's why I'm making less money right now because I could sell stuff for way expensive, but I get so much less of it that I end up not even selling it for expensive because I don't even have it to sell it. Where I loved it when I could just restock things anytime I needed to, get whatever I wanted, pump out a ton of volume, and make money that way, get people a good price, and still be able to have product availability anytime I needed it. So, rough seas ahead, my friends. Rough Pokemon seas ahead. But I appreciate all of you watching us. Please check out the giveaway video. Let's share that video. Let's get it out. And that way we can get a lot of people joining in and try to give away that Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box for Prismatic Evolutions. It's bedtime. It's bedtime. It's late. I'm tired. We've been slowly moving our house. We built a new house. We're moving into it and slowly working on that, and it is exhausting. Definitely ready for a nap. But thank you for watching us, guys. You all are all awesome. I know we can hit our goals that we're looking to do, especially with the giveaway video. I know it's in your guys' hands, and I can't do any of this stuff, whether it's my store, YouTube, or anything else. I rely on you guys. You guys are the show. You guys are everything that's awesome. Definitely appreciate you all. I hope you all have a good night. Don't do anything crazy.